Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Oh, my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, in play review series videos I would do for Lana. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, you might hear a little bit of pitter-pattering from the rain coming down. It is what it is. I've yet to learn, elemental control to the extent where I can go over there and cease the rain. Trust me, if I can make that shit happen, wouldn't even have to worry about the rain. I'd just keep shit overcast like 90% of the time. Just fuck the sun, because y'all know that me and the sun, we don't get along. But anyway, folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside the truck. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight super cool shirt. Super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Mia X Allie shirt. Which, if you are not familiar with Mia X Allie, Mia is Mia Asano, and Allie is Allie the Piper. Who, they are a pair of internet-oriented musicians, I should say. I mean, they're just musicians, but they've gained notoriety via the internet. But also through, live stuff and everything like that. But that's kind of where they've sort of gained their biggest bolstering of popularity via YouTube, TikTok, stuff like that. I became aware of Mia Asano because she plays the electric violin. And I like watching, covers of, metal songs and stuff like that with, other cool instruments. Mia does a lot of those, so that's how I got introduced to her. And then she announced earlier this year that she's going to be going out on tour with Allie the Piper, who is this wonderful lady who goes over there. She sings, she plays multiple instruments, but the thing she's most known for, is playing the bagpipes. And she also does covers and stuff. The two of them are an excellent duo when they work together, and they were fantastic to see perform live, hence the shirt and such. I also got some videos of their performance. It's on my channel, just in case you're interested. I got a whole bunch of them, too. I got them doing, the Game of Thrones theme, Devil Went Down to Georgia, a bunch of stuff. So, they're really neat. I would definitely suggest checking them out. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, because I use the brain part of my brain, I'm going to end up having 2 reviews. But I'm only going to do one this time around. I'm going to get to the second one after this. Because we're doing, boom, it's something from Buffalo Wild Wings, as you can see. But you can see it's 20. And I got 2 things. Turns out that on Thursdays, they have a buy one, get one free deal with their boneless wings. And I decided to take this opportunity to go over there and try out a couple of their new sauces. Specifically, this one is going to be their hot barbecue. Let's see if we can't get a thing. Yeah. Can we get a thing? Go down further. Sure, that'll be a thing. So yeah, I've reviewed a number of stuff from Buffalo Wild Wings. Usually I get their sandwiches, but in this instance, because of the deal, it was like, okay, cool. And I'm going to do the hot barbecue first, because this is the one where all the advertising that got sent my way was like, it's back. It's finally, they demanded it, and it's finally returned. So let's try some hot barbecue wings. In this one, it's, what was it? So they have a little flame thing on it to tell you how hot it was. This was only 2 out of, I think, 4 or 5, so let's give it a go. Okay. It's okay. I am surprised by the flavor, though. I'm not getting a lot of what I would consider barbecue flavor. It has a lot of flavor, to be sure, but it's not evocative of what I consider traditional barbecue sauce flavor. It's almost like a borderline, it's kind of like somewhere between a middle ground between a buffalo sauce and I guess a barbecue sauce. Because it doesn't have the zinginess that a buffalo sauce does. It doesn't have that tang. but at the same time, like, it doesn't have, like, the smokiness or the sweetness that you typically associate with a barbecue sauce. So that's really interesting. It's a very different flavor profile than what I was expecting. There's definitely, like, a buffalo aspect to it. Especially when you get a lot of sauce, like, it definitely reminds me more of a buffalo sauce. It's got a little heat to it. Not a lot, but I mean, you know, it's only like 2 flames out of 4 or 5 or whatever it is. It's not bad, but I'll be honest. Not only is it very different than what I was expecting, quite frankly, I don't know why people would be clamoring for this one to return. It's like, it's not a bad sauce, but I've eaten plenty of stuff from Buffalo Wild Wings. Recently, I did their bullet bourbon sauce on a chicken sandwich. Go watch that review. That was way better than this. Like, yeah, I don't know. I was expecting basically just a spicy barbecue sauce. That seemed nice to me. You know, barbecue sauce is good. I've had spicy barbecue sauces before. But instead I got this, like, weird sort of mishmash thing where it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it has its own identity. It feels like it's caught somewhere in between a buffalo sauce and a barbecue sauce. And I don't really think it does either of the things that those do best all that well. Let's try one more. Like, it's not a horrible sauce by any means, but I don't know. I'm really not getting... I'm not getting what I expected from it. And sometimes that can be a good thing, to be fair. Sometimes, you know, expectations are better when they're not met, you know. Sometimes they can be exceeded or, you know, different, but still really good. In this case, it's different, but I don't know. I was really looking forward to these. And while I don't think that they're bad, yeah, I really am not getting... I'm not getting a lot from it. And I think that... I mean, ultimately, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No and no. Sadly. The thing is, fundamental problem I'm running into is, like, Buffalo Wild Wings, like, they have a whole bunch of sauces. They're always creating new stuff. That's cool. I like that aspect of them. But it is a thing of, like, okay, would I get this over their other flavors? You know, and it doesn't need to be at the top, but it needs to be somewhere in contention, right? Like, at least middle of the pack. And I don't know that it is for me. It feels fairly forgettable. Like, I really expected going into this that I was going to like it a lot. And while I certainly don't dislike it, it's fine. It's just that. It's just fine. I feel like this is one of those things where, like, it's a good concept, but the execution for me is just very lacking. You know, it's not... It has flavor. Has a tiny bit of heat. But then it's just the thing of, like I said, I feel like it has an identity crisis. It just doesn't quite know where it fits, and it just, for me, like, I need it... I would much rather you go over there and do one thing well than try to do 2 things and kind of half-ass it, and I feel like that's what this does for me. Unfortunately. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly hot barbecue-tastic rest of your life, because there's, like, definitely hot barbecue sauces that are, like, actually super good and really tasty and do a good job of being a hot barbecue sauce instead of, like, a weird half-assed fucking buffalo sauce, which I just don't get. I really don't understand that. But anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it. It's just... it's a thing, folks. Trust me. And it is important in our lives when we run into situations that are... that we go over there, take a step back, Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to get yourself, folks, maybe you've got a favorite barbecue sauce, right? Like, and it's like not, one of the more, I guess it could be one of the more well-known ones. There's nothing wrong with those. But, you go over there and you're like, you know what, Brandon, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to send you, in the comments, I'm going to comment and be like, this is the best barbecue sauce. Then the person underneath you will comment and they'll be like, no, this is the best barbecue sauce. They'll turn into a whole trolling flame war and everything like that, which probably be good because, it goes over there and it gets the activity up on my channel. But then I'll step in, I'll be like, all right, here's what we're going to do. I'll decide. Then I'll go over there, I'll do a barbecue sauce special. That could happen. I'm not planning on it. I feel like there's other people who've probably already done that and probably did a better job than I would, but who knows? Maybe at some point in time I'll do a barbecue sauce special. Yeah. Or conversely, don't have a flame war in the comments. Why would anybody? I love the fact that people who comment on my videos are, I would say, 99.9% incredibly excellent people. Every once in a while I get some douchebag who comes on who's like, you suck, your videos are too long. And I typically just respond with, fair enough. Here are some channel suggestions for you if you don't like my content. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to get into a fucking war with somebody over a goddamn YouTube comment. I'm just saying. Anyway, check in for the next review of the other sauce. Hopefully it's better. Bye.